Deontay Wilder was left flat on his back after hearing news that his fight against Tyson Fury has sold $1 million worth of tickets in 25 minutes. And Eddie Hearn has used this as an opportunity to mock Deontay Wilder, really, because he said that if he only sold $1 million worth of tickets in the first 25 minutes for an AJ fight, that would be a disaster. And he's used that as an example of how the likes of Wilder and Fury are leagues and leagues and leagues below Anthony Joshua in terms of being a commercial entity. It's absolutely true. Because for Wilder to think that $1 million worth of tickets in 25 minutes is something amazing, then he really is very naive indeed. Because if he'd fought Anthony Joshua this year, or even if he'd signed to fight him next year, there'll be something like $5, $6, $7 million worth of tickets going in 25 minutes. It just shows how naive Deontay Wilder is to be that impressed. Now, obviously, this is a hell of a lot more than he's ever sold before, so he's understandably excited by it, but he doesn't seem to have any realistic idea in his head about the kind of money he could make against an Anthony Joshua and how big that fight would be. He doesn't seem to realize this. Shelly Finkel is a smart man. Al Heyman is a very smart man. Deontay Wilder, at least when it comes to business, not a very smart man, in my opinion. But because he's got smart men around him, there will be smart decisions made in his career. But when it comes to Shelly Finkel, I don't know this for a fact. This is just speculation and my suspicion. I think a smart man like Shelly Finkel might withhold certain things from his client, who he knows isn't very smart. And he might paint an inaccurate picture for his client for Finkel's own best interests. Pure speculation. I've got no evidence for it at all. But that's just my hunch. When I see the things that Deontay Wilder comes out with, collapsing after hearing he sold $1 million worth of tickets in 25 minutes, as if that's anything amazing at the top level in boxing. It's absolutely not. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. At the end of the day, they're still making millions. So whether he's making, whether he's selling $1 million worth of tickets in 25 minutes or $7 million or $5 million worth of tickets in a minute or two, as they claim AJ does, he's still a millionaire. So he's still good. It's not like Deontay Wilder's broke. At this point in his career, it's about how much he can exploit his own talent and therefore have generational wealth for several generations to come for his family. How many generations is he going to be able to feed by himself? That's what the situation is at the moment for Wilder, because his generation and his kids' kids are probably good. But after that, that's who he's really fighting for right now. So best of luck to Deontay Wilder and all the other boxers out there. I hope they make as much money as they can possibly make. But it does illustrate that Wilder might be in a little bit of a bubble and that his people like Finkel, etc., might be keeping him in a little bit of a bubble and exploiting his naivety potentially, not really allowing him to understand the difference between what he's earning and somebody like a Joshua. Because he thinks that this Fury fight is just crazy in terms of the numbers that it's doing, with the ticket sales. And it's actually, compared to Joshua, not crazy at all. It's quite poor. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about Wilder's relationship with Finkel and his management team. Could somebody have done a better job with Deontay Wilder right now in terms of marketing him in the US and gotten him to this point much earlier on in his career. Let me know what you think, people. It's happening, I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.